What is a sinking fund? You've clicked on this video because you obviously want to know what it is. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what sinking funds are, why they're so important and why I recommend them. Since introducing them to our personal finances, it's literally changed everything for us and really helped us get on top of our spending. So if you want to know more about sinking funds, understand what they're all about and why they can benefit you financially, then stay tuned and watch this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back to watch another video. My name's Tolu Frimpong, and on this channel I share content all around personal finance, budgeting, frugal DIY projects, and I show you how to live your best life on a budget. In today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about sinking funds. Now, this is a topic that so many people have asked me about, like what is sinking funds? We talk about it quite a lot in the debt-free community. And if you're familiar with Dave Ramsey and all his teachings, then you probably know all about sinking funds. If it's a new concept to you, then just stay tuned and I'm going to make it all make sense. Sinking funds basically are funds set aside for a bigger goal. So if you have a major goal which you know that's coming up, you can prepare for it in advance. So a perfect example that I always like to use is Christmas. So Christmas comes same time every single year, but we act like it's a surprise come October, November. We're like, oh my gosh, Christmas is coming, Christmas is around the corner, and then we go into panic mode and we start putting things on a credit card and start spending money that we don't necessarily have. Whereas a sinking fund helps to solve that issue. With a sinking fund, you make plans for that money, you work towards that bigger goal. So you set money aside incrementally on a weekly or monthly basis towards that bigger goal. So let's say, for example, your goal and your budget for Christmas, usually you spend around £1,100 for Christmas. Then what you would do is you would say, okay, there's 11 months in the year before Christmas. Let me start putting £100 away every single month so that come end of November, I have that £1,100 saved up and ready to spend on Christmas. So it's just literally planning for your money in advance and saving money little by little towards a bigger goal. A few examples of our sinking funds. We actually have quite a lot of sinking funds that we have in place. So we have sinking funds for necessities and we have sinking funds for things that we want to do. So necessities are things like our car insurance and our home insurance. We pay this once a year, so we pay it at the same time every single year. So then what we do is we save up. Once we've paid the car insurance, we start saving for the next payment, which will be due the same time the following year. So rather than having to pay £700 in one go for our car insurance, we put, let's say, £50-60 aside every single month to save up towards that £700 goal, so that when it is time to pay for the car insurance, it's not such a big burden and it doesn't impact us as heavily financially. That literally is sinking funds in a nutshell. So it's literally putting money aside for a bigger goal, so saving towards a bigger goal. So it's literally a savings account, I guess you could say. It's just literally saving money towards a bigger purchase or bigger goal. So holidays is a very good one that people tend to set up sinking funds for. So we actually have a sinking fund for holidays, but at the moment we're not actually putting any money in the sinking fund for the holiday, as much as we really wanted to go away. Obviously right now we're on lockdown, so we're not going on holiday, so we've kind of paused making payments towards that holiday. But eventually, once lockdown is eased, then we kind of start planning towards our next move and we can start planning towards our next trip. Then we will start saving towards that sinking fund. So if we know that, for example, we need £3,000 to pay for that holiday and we want to go on that holiday next summer, we would literally work backwards. So we'll count how many months we have from now until when we want to go on holiday and then save that money bit by bit every single month. So you don't even need to, with your sinking fund, save the same exact amount every month, because some people, your income is variable. So for example, let's say you earn £2,000 this week, but then next week you earn £1,000, then obviously you're not going to be able to put the same amount every single time into that sinking fund. But at least once you know the goal and the total pot that you need for that sinking fund, then you can put money into it on a consistent basis, and then eventually it will add up to a big amount. In terms of how you actually save the sinking fund or where to save the sinking fund, is really up to you. So for some people, they use the whole cash envelope system in terms of the sinking fund. So they literally have a Christmas envelope, a holiday envelope, and they just literally put money aside on a weekly, monthly, or whenever they get money into those envelopes, and then over time that money increases. But then you can also do it in your bank. So we, for example, my husband and I, we have about 14 different bank accounts between us, so we use those different bank accounts for our different sinking funds. So we have one that we use for the holiday, we have one that we use for giving, etc. So we literally have different accounts and different sinking fund accounts that we use to pay for different things. I'll just quickly run you through the list of sinking funds that we currently have in place, just to give you guys some ideas, and it might give you some inspiration on different sinking funds that you can think of setting up for yourself, so that it just helps managing your finances in the long run, so that you're not always like all of a sudden, you know, things are going well, and then bam, you're hit with a big expense that you never had seen coming or you never expected, and then it just ends up throwing your numbers and throwing your budget totally out of balance. Whereas if you have these sinking funds in place and you can prepare for the things in which you can prepare for, obviously things that arise that are beyond your control that you can't plan and prepare for, then that's where the emergency fund comes into place. But certain things like birthdays, for example, are another fantastic example of something you would want to set up a sinking fund for, because birthdays, anniversaries, they come around the same time every single year. So prepare and plan for it in advance, so that when that time comes, it's not such a burden on you financially, and it's not such a big impact and a big hit for you. So yeah, sinking funds, guys, are the way forward. Like, I don't know why I didn't know about this before, but since I found out about it about a year ago, it's literally, I'm hooked. I'm like, we literally have about 20 different sinking funds that we're trying to save towards and save up for. It really just helps you feel in control of your finances, because you know exactly what you're working towards and what you're saving for. I'm just quickly going to go through the list of sinking funds that we have, so that you can have an idea on sinking funds that you might want to start for yourself. We have our home insurance sinking fund, we have car insurance sinking fund, we have a Christmas sinking fund. This is another sinking fund that we actually have, which really helps me in terms of my food budget. So we have a bulk food shopping sinking fund. So I've spoken in previous videos about our grocery budgets and how I really try and stick to the £200 budget. The reason why we are able to, well, we haven't really been able to stick to our budget, but the reason why we set such a low food budget is because we do bulk food shopping quarterly. Every 3 months we do a bulk food shop at Costco and at the market. So that's when we will buy like things like chicken and meat in bulk, things like toilet roll, all our what do you even call, I don't even know what you call these things. So you know, like hemp seed and pumpkin seed and chia seeds and cacao powder, all those kind of things. I don't actually know what they're called, but are they superfoods? I think they're superfoods. Yeah, we buy all that stuff in bulk from Costco. We buy our agave, we buy almond milk. Oh my gosh, almond milk. We go through so much almond milk, and we buy that in bulk from Costco as well. So yeah, we do a quarterly bulk buy-in food shop in Costco. So we have a sinking fund that we save up for that. So every 3 months we go to Costco. That's the sinking fund that's kind of ongoing. Every month we try and put money towards that sinking fund, so that at the end of 3 months we could then go and do that big bulk food shop in addition to our monthly £200 grocery shop, if that makes any sense. So the last couple of months, ever since lockdown started and things have just kind of gone up in the air, we've paused all our sinking fund payments and everything like that, and we're just literally focused on trying to build up our 6-month emergency fund. But once we've saved up our 6-month emergency fund, we'll resume putting money aside for our sinking funds. Other sinking funds that we have are school uniform. Oh my days, I didn't realize how expensive school uniform can be for children, but now I've got 2 that will be going to school in September. So we have sinking funds for their school uniform, because they're so young, they're boys as well, they just mess up their clothes. Their uniform doesn't last very long and they wear through it so quickly. The shoes and the trousers get holes at the knees, everything just gets messed up. So that stuff needs to always be topped up and changed, and especially in September at the start of the new year, that's when they get literally a new set of everything. So we have a sinking fund for that. And then I mentioned previously, we have sinking funds for all the birthdays. So my birthday, my husband's birthday, and our 3 children's birthdays, we have sinking funds set aside for those. And then the next sinking fund that we have is our holiday fund. And we also have a car sinking fund. So we actually brought a new car a few months ago using our emergency fund. And that's because it was an emergency, our car packed up. I crashed it, in fact, that's what really happened. But yeah, I writ off our car, so then we had to get a new car. So we used our emergency fund to buy a car. So the sinking fund that we were saving up for the car, we used that plus our emergency fund to buy a new car. So those are the sinking funds that we have. And obviously, like I said, you can literally have a sinking fund for anything. Like, you can have a sinking fund for giving to people. You can have a sinking fund for buying gifts for people. Just whatever you want to do. Literally just a pot of cash that you save up towards a bigger goal. So they're usually predictable, they're usually things you can plan and prepare for. So as much preparing as you can do, why not do it? So yeah, sinking funds, I definitely recommend them. I think they're a great way of really sticking to your budget. I cannot recommend sinking funds enough. Like, they were a game changer for us. So if you haven't got any sinking funds in place, I really strongly recommend that you start considering doing them, and especially Christmas. If nothing else, get a sinking fund for Christmas and for birthdays and for holidays, and I think you'll set yourself up really nicely in terms of keeping to budget and keeping on top of your finances. So yeah, that's literally it for this video, guys. I just wanted to do a quick one talking to you about sinking funds because I promised to do it last month and I didn't get a chance to record it and upload it in the month of May, but I was like, no way am I not doing it in June. If you have any questions about what I've covered in this video, if you need any help or any assistance with setting up your sinking funds, then just give me a shout, drop me an email, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys, because I really want us to all win with our money. Like, I'm so passionate about mastering our money and just really learning how to make our money work for us. And I think sinking funds are literally a secret that people didn't know about, and they are really helpful and really beneficial, and it just really helps you to feel on top of your finances and really helps you to stay focused and give you a goal in which to work towards. So I think I've sold them to you by now. If I haven't, then I don't know what else I can really say, but sinking funds are really important. They're really good, they're really effective, they're really beneficial, and yeah, that's literally it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comment section below, or send me an email at info@tollyfrimpong.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you with any queries that you have, because like I said, I really want us to learn how to win with our money. But before I go, if there's any other topics that you want me to cover on my channel in relation to the topics obviously that my channel is about, so personal finance, budgeting, any frugal DIY project ideas, anything like that you want to discuss, please leave it in the comment section below or drop me a message and I'll definitely get back to you, and I'll definitely consider creating that content for you. But yeah, if you like this video, guys, please can you give it a thumbs up? Can you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so? If you're still here watching me talk right now and you haven't subscribed, then I don't understand what you're doing. Please, can you subscribe to my channel? Because it really helps with the algorithms. It helps YouTube push my content out to a wider audience. So yeah, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell as well actually, so that you know every single time I upload a new video. And that is literally it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was useful, I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.